everyone, Bentley here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little different than our normal Wednesday videos. It is going to be eyes, but it's also going to be some other stuff. I am going to show you guys my top mistakes people make for mature eyes, only because I have mature eyes, but probably for a lot of other kinds of eyes too. So, I'm going to do one eye the correct way and one eye the not correct way. I know, tons of people have done it, but you guys like it, right? Okay, so we are going to start off with, let's see, normally what would I start off with? The number one thing I can tell you the mistake that people make is to listen to people on YouTube who tell you you can't do something because you're too old, or it doesn't look good, or it accentuates wrinkles. You do you. And if I show you something that is a mistake and you do it and it works on you, it's not a mistake. These are mistakes from my eyes. Mistakes that I've made on my eyes. The number one thing I can tell you is you do you, and you can do anything. You can do anything. All the young looks, you can do them. You just have to tweak them a little bit. And the only way to figure out how you need to tweak them is to do them. You just gotta practice. You just gotta try it out. Because you can always fix it. It may not be, when you start to do one of the younger looks, like you remember when I did the festival one last week, I put on that stuff, it was so dark I looked like I had black eyes. But all I did was blend it a little, add some glitter, pull it up high, all kinds of things that made it work. Now granted, I wouldn't just do that, I probably won't go back and do that again. I just went with what I had and made it work. And I do that a lot because I like to do the younger looks and then see if some of them don't work. Some of them, no matter what I do, it's like, or else they dried too fast and I can't fix it from there. But I'm prepared when I put it on to work with it because I'm not sure it's going to work. I mean, some of them I am. Some of them I've done enough times now, I know how to make them work. And other ones I'm trying out a new product or something and I don't know if it's going to work, but you just work with what you got. So you can do it. You can do it. Number one thing is you can do it. Okay, number two thing. I believe, and this is on my eyes because my eyes, I've already put my concealer and my foundation and everything on, so they're not as purple as they normally are. My eyes are very dark. The lids are very dark and purpley from age. That's totally what it's from. They didn't used to be this way. So I believe in eye primer. I don't believe you have to buy the expensive ones. This one is from Essence. I don't know how much it is. I always say I'm going to tell you guys and I always forget to look it up. But I would say it's less than $5. I'm just guessing. But I got it at Ulta and it's lasting a long time. So it's well worth the price. Anyways, I believe you should use a primer and you use whatever you like. It doesn't matter what kind. I like this one. I bought it to try it out and I liked it and it was cheap. So that's the one I'm sticking with until I get, maybe somebody will send me. Oh, actually Sigma sent me some eye primers. So I'll be trying those and then I might like those more, but I'm sure they're probably more than this one. Anyways, we're going to go with this one. And this is I Love Color Intensifying Eye Base from Essence. Anyways, I did have a little bit of concealer already on my eyelids because I just always do that when I put on my foundation. And I always use a sponge because I have too long of fingernails. And even when I used the MAC paint pot, I still use a sponge because it's thick. And I don't want to put that much on there because when you put on too much paint pot, it pills and it sinks into, at least it did on me, sunk into my wrinkles right here that are in the middle. That's another thing that, oh, I forgot to turn that off, that I found when using this Essence one is it doesn't it helps keep it. Like even when I use the cream shadow that I love from Charlotte Tilbury, it still sinks into lines. All of it does. If you've got lines, it's gonna sink in. But all you have to do is take out like a Q-tip and go, and it's gone. So it's no big deal to fix it. And it doesn't do that right away. It's, you know, later in the day. If you're going somewhere else, check your eyes, and if they need it, take a sponge or a, and I do it right on top of the eyeshadow, right on top of the liner and everything. I just take a Q-tip and go, and it takes up a little bit of the liner, but I don't care. It still works. It still looks good. It doesn't look like it's missing because I push line, so I've got quite a bit in there. Okay, next. Oh, I was going to do one eye bad, and I already put primer on it. This will be the bad eye over here. We'll just kind of wipe a little of that off. It's not going to be as bad as it could because I forgot and put it on there. Hopefully I won't forget anymore. So, the next thing that I would normally do, what are we going to use? We're not going to use the Charlotte Tilbury because when I use that, that's the only thing I use. We'll use the Milani Most Loved Mattes for this look. And next I would take a powder base and just put it over the whole lid. But I won't do it on this side, hopefully. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. I'm going to take the lightest color in here. And I am just going to set that primer. Because I really wasn't going to put primer on the other eye. Anyway. So, I would set that like that. Now, for the other eye, I'm going to go in. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to set that primer. So, I'm just going to go in with this brush. This is a Morphe 504. And I'm going to go into this... this color right here is going to be our transition color. And a lot of people don't use transition colors. So actually I think I'm going to use this one. It's a little bit lighter. So I'm not going to put a transition on this side. I'm just going to go in here and pull this way up high like this. Because I want this to recede. I want this bone here to recede back. Plus the fact that if I look straight on, and I put it only in my crease, which is what I'm going to do on the other eye. I'm not going to use the transition. I'm just going to put it straight in the crease because that's what, you know, a lot of people or a lot of packaging says this is your crease color. So people don't understand that you need to have a transition color also. So we're going to go with the same color, just in the crease on the other eye. Another thing is blending. And I'm going to pull it all the way down to this corner because that's where, you know, your crease is. I did it wrong. Because I can still see it. Now, I'm going to put a lighter color on the lid. And I'm going to use this brush. It's just a stiff brush. And I'm going to go in with this peachy color right there. And I'm just going to put that on the lid. All the way across the lid on this one. I'm not very good at doing it bad. I tend to want to do it the way it should be done. But I know that there's a lot of people that don't you know, well, they probably don't watch YouTube videos either though, huh? So I may be talking to the choir here. But anyways, I'm going to put this all the way across my lid. And on the good eye, I'm only going to put it on the half of my eye. This color, I should have used a lighter color so you could really see it. Now, I don't have enough on the inner part of this one. Now I'm going to go in on the good eye, because this is what I think you should do. And I'm going to take an even darker color, and I'm going to put it all the way out here on this outer corner. And I'm not going to do that over here, because that's a mistake, is to let this eye, because see how it's going to make it droopy? And this is going to be lifted up. I have to look in this mirror for this one. And basically you're just going to put it in this V right here. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend the two together. Drop my brush. I'm going to blend that line out a little bit, and then I'm just going to pull it up. Now, do you see the difference already? You see how much more lifted this eye is than this one, who goes all the way down here? When you have mature eyes that go down, and mature eyes do go down, you have to darken this corner. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to hide it. So that is, and then I like to, which I'll have to use another palette because I don't have much shimmer in this one. It's a matte palette. I'm going to go to the Bold Obsessions from Milani. And I like to take some sort of light colored shimmer and put it in the middle. And if you keep it away from the corner, which I don't normally, from this corner, there's not that many wrinkles. So it's just going to totally brighten it up a lot. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush again and just blend that in. Okay, so this is the bad eye. Not the bad. It's the mistakes where you just put one color in the crease and you don't put it up high enough so that this bone, it looks like it's hanging over and you can't really even see the color. And then you put a light color on your lid. Now we're going to do liner. Liner, for the good eye, you should always push line, I think, because when you curl your lash, if you curl your lash, you're going to be able to see between the lashes. Because of all the skin that hangs down, you're going to be able to see it. So I'm going to push line, and then I'm going to show you how you can use that as your liner. If you don't want a bold line, you can just do this. So I'm going to push line, and to push line, you put your little finger right in the center, and you just push on your eyelid a little, and as you can see, your lash turns up when you push on it. You're not hurting yourself. It should never hurt. Nothing should hurt. You just push on it and it turns it up, and then you just go like this and draw between the lashes. So that's what I'm going to do. And I want to push up a little above the lash, so I'm going to go, I can't see, but I'm going to go all the way between the lashes and above. And it's going to look, I'll show you in a sec, a little jaggedy on the top, but that's okay because we're going to smudge it. And then after I've done that, and I use the Maybelline Tattoo Liner in dark brown, or brown something, it's dark brown. I'm going to take a flat brush, this is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to go from the top, and I'm just going to smudge it up. I'm just going to pull it up from between the lashes, and I'm going to smudge it back and forth so that it covers all that skin. And there you go. You don't even have to do a line. But if you want to do a line, we're going to do one. But you don't have to. You could stop right there, do your lashes, and be done. But I'm going to do a line, and I'm going to do a line over here too, so that you guys can see. And when you're doing the line, basically what you want to do is you're going to go like this and you're going to stamp it. And you want this triangle right here to go straight across from the middle of your eye, straight across to where, however long you want your wing. If you just want a little bit, you still want it to go, it's going to seem like you're pointing it straight up, but it's not. You're just going to stamp it down and then connect the two and color it in. Try to look straight ahead. Go from the last lashes, not the corner down here that's all saggy, just your last lashes. Now see how it turned out? I've got a dot and a line. But all I have to do is stretch it out a little bit and connect them, and then pull it straight across to the center of my eye. And this is the Benefit Roller Liner in dark brown. And I am not opposed to wearing black. I just wanted this one to be kind of a little bit natural. Now I'm going to do it wrong. And to do it wrong, I'm just going to go, for one thing, they tell you to go like with the bottom of your eye straight out. That's what we're going to do with that corner. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do that. And I'm not push lining on this side. But I am trying to make it a small line. But as you can see, the difference, this one droops. So we'll just leave that the way it is. What's next? Next is lashes. You must curl your lashes. You have to. I don't usually do my lashes on camera, only because you have to hold it, and then you have to wait for it to dry, and then you put more on, and it takes too long. And so I've done it on camera before so you can see it, but I'll just tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to curl my lashes, and to curl your lashes, you just, curl your lashes, put it on as close as you can get without pinching your eyelid, which is harder when you're old. I pinch my eyelid a lot. And then you hold it for 10 seconds or so. And you can pull it up. Some people say pull it up, but that just tends to pull my lashes out. And then put mascara on. To put mascara on, I use the L'Oreal LashBOSS, and it's got a side that's got like teeth, and then the other side is just like little tiny teeth. So I put it on the tips with the little tiny teeth, And then I go back and do the thing with my and then I take the little side and I do my bottom lashes. Some people say that you shouldn't do your bottom lashes if you're old because you don't want to draw attention to that under eye area. And sometimes I don't, but I like to do my bottom lashes at least once. I usually never ever put more than one coat on my bottom lashes. Alright, now we're going to do the wrong side. I should do the wrong side first. And that is to not curl your lashes. And just put some mascara on them. And if you have lashes like mine, you're pretty much wasting your time because they go straight out and you won't be able to see them. Then I have to let this dry, and then I curl them again and put one more coat on them. But while we're waiting for that, we will do the brows. Now, my brows, I have lately been using eyeshadow to do my brows because I really don't feel like you need to buy brow products. I do use this little L'Oreal product, the gel, but you don't have to. I do suggest using a gel, some sort of gel. But, you know, it's just whichever one you like. And I'm using the Morphe Bronze Babe Palette, and I use this color Volcano. And I just spoolie them up first. And then I go into this color Volcano. And it just goes on so much better than a lot of brow products that I've tried. But you just do you. You know, whatever brow product you like the best, that's the one that's the best. Because my brows have always been hit or miss. It just every time, you never know. It's not the product. Well, sometimes it's the product, but it's just the day. It's like, ooh, today's a good brow day. Or, ooh, today's not a good brow day. But the mistake part of this is not doing your brows. We will leave that one undone. And you can see what a huge difference doing your brows does. I mean, look. This is the difference. And then I always take this. It's got color. I think it's light brunette. But I mostly use it just to make them stay where I want them. I actually think when I reviewed this, I thought it was meh. You know, it's like, I don't need that. But it seems like I've been reaching for it a lot lately, so I guess I've changed my mind. Okay, so far mistakes. Droopy eye mistake is not coming straight across with that and not having your shadow blended up. Because see, we've got a big bone here. We've got a whole hang down here. Anyway, that's one mistake. And the second mistake is not to do your brow. Third mistake is not to curl your eyelashes. Lots of things. Not to use primer. I did use primer though, so. But that's a mistake, I think, is to not use eye primer. Okay, so let's go ahead and curl the lashes again. Do our second coat of mascara. Okay, that's it for that. Now, another thing I think is imperative is to do some cleanup. And I like to use my Brighten Up powder because it's easy and it's in a compact. And this cake bake sponge, or any of the wedge sponges or something with a nice sharp edge. And as you can see, I just put a little on there. And then I go like this. And get a nice sharp line right there. Oh, I won't do it to the other side. I'm going to do it to the other side. And then I take my brush and just blend that out a little bit. Make sure there's no excessive powder. Okay, let's do some, I need to put all this in here and I forgot to. Let's do some lips. For lips, I'm going to use a lip liner. I don't always use a lip liner. I do just lip glosses. But today, we're going to do this. I like to use a color that's close to the color of my lips, so that's what I'm going to use. Oh, this is Makeup Forever 1C is what I'm using. And I like to line outside the line on the bottom, just outside though. And then color in the edges, the corners. And then I like to get rid of the Cupid's bow kinda. And that's pretty much it. And then you can go in with a color or a gloss. I am going to go in with this, it's a colored gloss, I think. It's Melting Pot Pout Vinyl Vow from CoverGirl, and this color is Caught Up, and it's kind of a salmony color. And that's it. We are done. Those are our big mistakes. I feel like I don't have enough blush on. But I have blush on. Maybe I just sponged it off. That's better. So, this is our look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Can you see the difference? Good eye, bad eye, droopy, no brow. I need some Visine, huh? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit that little bell so that you're notified when I upload a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah!